The 1986 Balloon Fest in Cleveland, Ohio, was an ambitious charity fundraiser organized by the United Way of Cleveland. The goal was to release nearly 1.5 million balloons simultaneously in downtown Cleveland to break Disneyland's existing Guinness World Record and help rebrand the city, which had a pretty rough reputation as a world-class city. Preparation and competing crisis. The event required 6 months of planning, including the construction of a net the size of a city block, and thousands of volunteers dedicated hours to filling the balloons with helium. On September 27, 1986, over 100,000 people gathered in Cleveland's public square to witness the launch. However, a serious situation was developing nearby on Lake Erie. The previous night, a severe storm had passed through the area, and 2 men who had gone fishing were reported missing. Their boat was found abandoned, leading authorities to suspect they had fallen overboard due to the weather, prompting an immediate Coast Guard search and rescue operation. The launch, an immediate disaster. Although the organizers were initially pleased that the storm had cleared, the weather soon took a turn for the worse as a major rainstorm began closing in. Since the balloons were already filled and rescheduling was nearly impossible, the organizers decided to release the 1.5 million balloons ahead of schedule. The launch was described as a spectacular and tremendous moment of triumph for the city. This triumph was short-lived. Instead of floating around and eventually deflating one by one, the wind suddenly shifted. The combination of cold air and oncoming rain immediately pushed tens of thousands of still inflated balloons back down towards the ground in droves. Mass chaos and fatal interference. The rapid descent of the 1.5 million balloons caused mass chaos across Cleveland. 1. The balloons quickly reached Burke Lakefront Airport, clogging the runways and forcing all flights to be suspended within minutes. 2. Balloons also descended onto city streets, causing multiple car accidents, which necessitated closing roads until a bulldozer could arrive to clear the debris. Critically, the enormous balloon launch significantly hampered the ongoing Coast Guard search for the 2 missing fishermen. A staggering 60% of the launched balloons landed on Lake Erie, far exceeding the planned 10%. Coast Guard officials noted that the massive quantity of balloons made spotting a life jacket or a missing person in the water akin to trying to find a needle in a haystack. 2 days after the launch, on September 29th, the Coast Guard was forced to call off the search. Shortly thereafter, the bodies of both fishermen washed ashore. Although Balloon Fest was featured in the 1988 edition of the Guinness Book of World Records, this was the only edition to include it, as Guinness soon after ended the category of balloon launching altogether.